So, to test the new auras that came out, I went to Kalphite King a couple of days ago and was using the Brawler aura. Now, I didn't show much Kalphite King footage on that video because I purposely wanted to show it to you on today's video, which is linked in with my Making 1 Bill Cash Stack mini-series. Now briefly, just in case people didn't watch that video, the Brawler Aura gives 10% melee accuracy, so it's extremely useful now for situations like the Kalphite King when you go with the following setup. So I'm going to go through the setup which I use, and the other 3 teammates use this exact setup as well. I'm using the Ring of Death, by the way, because I've got a lot of tier 90 armor on right now, and you know what, I really just don't want that to be degraded with my 12 boots, gloves, or Drygor weapon. And I've also got a Nihil out, which costs like 116k as well. So my setup, guys, is full Malevolent tier 90 melee armor, Desert Amulet. I'm 3 quests off from completing to get the Desert Amulet 4. I've got the Keris weapon on my main hand, and I've got the offhand Drygor longsword. Again, a better setup would be the offhand Drygor rapier, which you see 2 of my teammates were wielding there. You could switch out Torva boots for Ember Keen tier 90 boots if you really want to do so, but it really isn't worth it here at Kalphite King. And also, if you do get a magic spawn, then it is quite useful if you do have a range switch. Now, I just didn't bother with a range switch when I was doing this because I knew a couple of my teammates had range switches anyway, and I didn't mind not getting the kill on the mage switch. But it is worth taking a range switch for even when you're trying to melee speed kill, because you don't want to be leaving every single time, because you could get really unlucky like we did and get like 6 back-to-back magic spawns. Feel free to take a close look at the inventory setup. I take like 1 or 2 brews, 3 restores usually, and 1 overload, super prayer renewal, and replenishment potion with a shield switch to stall adrenaline in between the kills, and of course an enhanced Excalibur. So that's usually a pretty standard inventory setup for Kalphite King speed kills. And again, if you want, take a range switch, so like a Noxious Longbow. 2 of the teammates in this team were on a Slayer task, and even they felt the difference whilst also having the aura, because I was, I was quite cautious on whether they would feel the impact, because the full Slayer helmet gives a nice accuracy boost anyway when you're on a task, and even they felt the difference. That extra 10% accuracy from the Brawler aura really does make the difference here, and you should definitely go and check it out for yourself. So we extended the Brawler auras here. We all had them active. It's tier 3, 50,000 loyalty points, and we stayed here for a full 2 hours. So I'm going to go through the loot now, which we managed to get. One of the teammates managed to get a Kalphite claw, and I was such a derp at that point. I was like, wait a minute, what? New claws have came into the game? I was like, what's going on? Like, a claw's coming back? And then I realized it was the pet drop. That's how long I've been to Kalphite King. Such a noob sometimes. So yeah, he managed to get the Kalphite claw drop, which was just brilliant. Grats to him. I think he's got over 1,000 kills, something like 1,200 kills, so well deserved there, to be honest. A couple of the teammates within the team kept getting sacrificed by the green because we were going for the kill, like trying to get it fast, and it was always the same person. I'm going to name him out, Jacko. I feel so sorry for you, bro. We all do apologize. He ended up being the one who kept being sacrificed for the kill. But we did make it up to him later at Virago. Well, he did, by red bombing us all. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So one of the teammates managed to get a Kalphite claw drop, fantastic. And we then managed to go on to get an offhand Drygor rapier, which was the same guy, actually, Patrick, who managed to get the pet drop. Then, well deserved by the guy who was constantly being sacrificed for the greater good, managed to get a main hand Drygor rapier drop. And then Patrick, once again, got the offhand Drygor mace. So yeah, all in all, a fantastic trip. 3 Drygor drops and a pet across a period of 2 hours. And in total, we got at least 40 Kalphite King kills, probably close to 50 across those 2 hours. All of us, except for one person in the team, were max, so we were able to bank extremely quickly and efficiently. Invention skills out in January, guys. I'm going to miss the max guild. I thought I had a drop as well, but it was just an effigy troll. So we ended up selling the Drygors, and we actually split them across 5 people. Despite them being 4-man speed kills, we did have an additional person killing minions. So we split it across 5 ways. We managed to make 13 million GP each across a 2-hour period, and that's just from the Drygor weapon splits. And like I said, we got at least 40 to 50 kills. So that's pretty good going, really. Considering the drop rate for Drygors, I think is around 1 in 42 kills, confirmed by a friend of mine called Hippie. So, across the 2-hour Kalphite King trip, We did in fact manage to make it very profitable. And we didn't just get shark drops. By the way, if you do want to be even more efficient, you could just take sharks in your inventory and put sharks in your action bar. Because if you are going to be getting the drops or people leave sharks on the floor, you could just keep restocking on them. But that's pretty thrifty, yeah. I've now managed to break into the 400 million GP mark now on my road to 1 billion cash stack. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to thumbs up this video to support this channel and this series, and I'll see you in the next one.